Welcome to part 2 of chapter 4, Working with Apps, from our Welcome to Computer Basics book for CIS 100. So we left off with scroll bars on page 98, and we're going to pick up on page 99, and this is typing with Word online. Now, I had mentioned at the beginning that we were going to disregard the online portion. We were actually going to utilize Word 2016. But Word Online is a very nice feature to have access to. So I am going to show you how to get in there. And then we're just going to move to Word 2016 to finish this lecture up for this particular chapter. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our Firefox, and I'm going to maximize it for me, and then I'm going to go to my.ghc.edu. This is the web portal that GHC students use, and we do have a video on that, so if you haven't watched that yet, it might be useful for you to go in and take a look at that. When we do this, we would go to our student email. Now, the same password that you use to log into the computers and to log into Canvas is going to get you into your my.ghc.edu email address. So we're going to go ahead and click on student email. It's going to launch us into an Outlook site. Okay, I've already logged in with my mlens at my.ghc.edu account. So if you haven't done that, you'll actually see an email address box here, and you'll have to put your email address in. So that's the same information that you use. I'm reiterating, it's the same information that you use to log into Canvas, the same information that you use to log into the computers on campus. So I'm going to go ahead and click mine, and like I said, if you haven't done this before, then you'll have to type it in, and then it already has my password, and my password, your password is going to be your first initial, your second initial, or your first initial, your last initial, and your entire student ID. Mine's a little bit different from that, but that's okay. I'm going to click sign in, and it should take me right there. If it's the first time you're signing in, you should see a box that pops up that asks you to choose your time zone and to choose your language. Okay. Once you've done that, you'll get into the email box for your my.ghc.edu address. You should see your name up in the upper right hand corner indicating that you are a student. In the left hand side, we're going to click on this box of boxes. This is just little apps that you can run, and here is the Word Online app button. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Well, for some reason, usually if you just click it, it would open in a new tab, and what you'd see is your mail right here, and then your new tab starts here. If you have Dropbox installed, you'll also see where it says New In, it says OneDrive for Business. You might see Dropbox here as well. So you'll see two different options, a little drop down that gives you the option to save in your OneDrive or your Dropbox. And if you don't know what Dropbox is, don't worry about it. You might not see it at all. It's just if you're logged into Dropbox and have the app installed on your computer, it'll integrate with your browser because Microsoft has a piece of Dropbox as well. So this is the Word Online portal, and you can tell it's kind of similar. So if I come over here and I launch Word 2016, here we go, Word 2016. It takes a couple seconds for it to load on my machine, which is okay. I want to make this a little bit smaller so we can see that we have Word, and this is Word Online, and we see a recent list. Okay, these are things that I've opened up in my Word Online, and these are things that I've opened in Word. We also have the option to open from OneDrive, okay, or I can open other documents. So you can see the similarities. We also have the option to create a new blank document, And then we have some templates. Okay, we haven't talked about templates, but that's okay, just showing you that there are some options there. And if I come over here, again, blank document, I have some templates that I can open up. And a template is just something that's already been pre-formatted and pre-configured with some placeholder text so that you can edit it to your liking. So for the purposes of this lecture video, we're just going to click New Blank Document. And you'll see this go around and around and around. Okay, and it's going to go in. And it says Document 5 because I've opened quite a few of these. But what I want you to focus on is the layout of Word Online. It's still going around, so we can see we still have some action. We're waiting for it to load. Okay, so now we're in a place where we can actually do something. And you'll notice that we have the ribbon just like we have in Word. So if I open this up and go to blank document and pull this down a little bit, I can see the similarities. I can also see the differences. So we still have file and file. We have home and home. We have insert. We've lost the design tab. But if we go to page layout, we'll see a lot of the same things in page layout that we would see in that design tab. Actually, no, we see what's in the layout tab. There we go. So it goes from page layout to layout. So we don't have the design tab at all. We can't change like the theme or things of that nature. So you have to be aware that Word Online is very, very scaled back. So you won't be able to do everything on Word Online that you can on the Word 2016 program that we have installed on our computers. So if you were taking a class that's dealing with Word and the assignments tell you to do a specific thing and you can't find it in Word Online, that is why, okay? The nice thing with Word Online is that it auto saves for you. So every few words it'll automatically save, and you might see something change up here. It'll say auto save or save. But you'll notice that a lot of the same things are there. So that's about it for Word Online. We're not really going to deal with it. Even though the book says Word Online, we're going to drop the online from all of those assignments and just work in Word 2016. The good thing about Word Online is it's accessible wherever you have an internet connection. So if you have an internet connection and access to your my.ghc.edu email, you can get into Word Online and make a document if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and close this window now. And I'm going to go ahead and close this window, and I'm just going to minimize this. We're going to go into Word. Okay, I'm going to maximize it. So here I have Word. I'm going to go back to my Home tab. And so on page 100, we talk a little bit about the cursor and the mouse pointer. And then 101 takes you into special keys on the keyboard. We've covered a lot of these things in the keyboard video. We talked about, you know, the tab key and the backspace key and the delete key. But we're going to cover them again very briefly here. The cursor and the mouse pointer. So here's our cursor. This is also called the insertion point. Our mouse pointer, as we said in the last video, as you move your cursor around on the screen, you're going to see that your mouse pointer changes its view. So if we look back on page 94 again, we have our normal selection pointer. We have our I-beam pointer, which only deals with text. So here I'm in the document part of my window, and I can see that I have the I-beam pointer. If I come over here to Firefox and I come up to the address bar, you'll notice that we have an I-beam pointer, right? So that box deals with text. That's when you're going to see that. If I come over here to the left margin, you'll notice that the mouse changes and it is now a right-facing pointer. This is still a selection pointer. It's just going to deal with the text in the document itself versus dealing with selection pointer up here in the toolbar. Okay, backspace and delete keys. So